A couple of people have encountered the problem of uploading an image into the advanced mode of the Kartra email builder and then put it into a full width image like this one that goes from edge to edge and notice that it comes out a bit blurry or grainy. And here's why that happens and what you can do to get a clean image. So in the advanced mode, the normal content area, like this, if you can see the pink box around this paragraph text here, the main content is 600 pixels wide in a 680 pixel wide column. So this blue box from one edge of the email to the other is 680 pixels, but the main content is normally 600 pixels within that, so a 40 pixel border on either side of the main column. So if you upload an image, this kind of image, an image that's within the content column, Kartra automatically downsizes all images to 600 pixels, which is correct for this kind of image because the inside content area is 600 pixels with 40 pixels border on either side. But this full width image, which bleeds from one edge of the entire email column to the other, needs to be 680 pixels. So if you use the normal image uploader, the image is going to get automatically downscaled to 600 pixels wide, and then it's going to get stretched back up to get back upscaled to 680 pixels. So it's going to be increased in size by 13.33%, and that's where the fuzziness or blurriness or graininess comes in. So there is a way to work around that. It takes a little bit of a hack, but here's the process. What you do is you need to pre-scale your image to 680 pixels wide, and then store that image. Well, you can store it anywhere, but an easy place to put it is to use the files area under your Kartra memberships. So go to My Memberships, go to the files section, upload your image. You can put in a category, specify what file to upload, click Next, and it will upload the file to your files area. I've already done that for the resolution chart I'm using. Click on Get URL, copy this link, and then go to back to the email composer. Since I've already done it on this image, I'll demonstrate on this image. And I don't know if you can see after this video gets resolution gets downscaled, if you can still tell the difference. But there's a fairly stark difference in the resolution quality. This is blurry and this is quite sharp. So what we need to do is right click on this image, click on the inspect. This is in Chrome. I believe it's slightly different under Firefox, but you should be able to do more or less the same thing. So I'm going to click on inspect, bring up the developer tools for the browser, and here is the image tag. You can see as I hover the mouse over the image tag, it's also highlighted over here. So here's the image tag. Here is the source URL for the image, and I need to replace this URL, which is the one. Its actual file size, as you can see just above the cursor, it says intrinsic 600 by 600. So that's the one that's been downscaled by Kartra. And if you look to the left of that, you'll see it says 680 by 680. That's what it's being displayed as. So that's where the 600 by 600 is being stretched to 680 by 680. So I want to replace this one with the one that's native size is 680. That's the URL that I just copied from the Kartra files area. So in Chrome, I can right click on this and say Edit Attribute, and it will highlight just the URL section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an edit paste, Control V on Windows or Command V on a Mac, and I'm going to replace that with the URL from the files area, and either just press enter or click out of that area to stop editing. And so now if we go back here, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but now it's updated the image with the full-size one. In fact, we can actually go back here. If I hover over this, you'll see if you look at the overlay for the image, it says 680 by 680 pixels. So now we're not stretching at all. We've got a 680 by 680 image being displayed at 680 by 680. So we don't need to pixelate or blur the image to stretch it to be big enough to fit, because its native size is now correct. So what I suggest you do is, if you were just creating the image by itself, you can click as Save as Template, and it will properly save this. I've done that. Let's see if I can get up here. I've done that already for my account, and if I click on My Templates, here's a copy that's got the proper URL, and I could just drag that in and it would have the proper URL. I didn't want to delete that. If you are just doing this inline and not saving a template, the email composer does not realize that I've made this substitution of URLs. So if I were just to do a save and next, it would keep the old image unless I make some other change. So you need to add a paragraph or delete a paragraph or change some text to get it to realize that it actually has new content to save. And that will allow you to have the proper resolution in your email. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.